6 after.
1:06. Is it on?
7. I think so.
Okay, you start it.
Well, hello there. Welcome to Afternoons with Kenton. It's Canonsburg UB Church. I'm Pastor Don. This is the esteemed accompanist Kenton Klink, musician to the stars of Canonsburg and the surrounding Western Pennsylvania.
You got to give them the date.
The date. Just in case you haven't checked your calendar today, all day for at least the next 11 hours.
Oh my gosh.
It is
June.
Wednesday, June the 15th. That was like a noise.
A noise?
Was it my phone or where's your phone?
In my pocket.
Did it make a noise?
No, it's up there on the piano.
Okay.
It could ring. I forgot to turn it off.
I think my phone. I'm going to check.
Oh, it could have. Maybe you got a text.
We could be sideways.
Oh, well.
I don't, just in case. I'm going to check.
You know, the one that we were sideways got more views than anything. Are we sideways?
No, I think we're not. I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've even got two people.
Two people watching. Hi, Kathy.
Yeah.
How you doing? It's probably Barb. Hi, Barb. How you doing? And I see Ralphie. No. Yes.
Hey, by the way, you made comments about. Is this a new shirt?
No.
Okay. All right.
Why do you ask?
I don't remember seeing it. It's seafoam green. Does that sound right?
I wouldn't call it. Well, maybe dude. You know, it was just the color.
My crayon box only ever had 6 colors, so I don't know all the other.
I'm sorry for your luck.
But you've lost some weight. You mentioned this earlier. You've lost some weight.
Thank you. You noticing that?
You've lost some weight. Yes, you're looking good.
I need a haircut.
Have you dropped a shirt size?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what are we down to? Triple X.
You know, maybe
if I wanted to buy you a shirt,
maybe your mother's down.
If I wanted to buy you a shirt now that it fits you, what would we get you?
An extra large.
Extra large, good, nice.
Maybe a 2X. You know, depends on the shirt.
Okay, all right, good to know.
An extra large. The pants have really what got down is the pants.
I'm probably not buying you pants.
Well, I know. Well, I'm not buying me pants, but it's the pants that got down. It's staying up here because I have these hernias.
Yes.
Well, and so my body's going.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's what's happening.
It's like a keyhole.
Yes. And nobody has the key. There's no key. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. So today we are at a loss of what to talk about. So we got to come up with something, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we? Well, we did have meaningful worship.
Yeah. We got a baptism Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Baptism.
Baptism.
That's
wonderful.
Nice. Oh, it's Father's Day. Yeah.
Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Father's Day baptism.
Yeah. What do you want for Father's Day, Don?
Peace.
You got those 4 wonderful kids. I'm sorry, 3 wonderful kids.
Well, there is. If Bria's watching this, it's clear. We do have Grizzy.
You have what?
Grizzy, our other daughter, Griselda.
That's a baby doll, isn't it?
It's our other daughter.
Okay, what does she exist as?
I mean, she's our other daughter.
I haven't seen her.
I know.
You do have a cat, too.
Not a cat. Yeah, we do have a cat. Yes, his name's Trooper.
Poor cat, stands on right there and yells at you. Nobody pays any attention to him.
No, we feed him.
I had to give.
They try to give him love, and he runs away.
No,
so
I gave him treats the other day, and he actually came with me to get the treats and then walk over to the bowl. Trooper and I are bonding.
That's you know, in his old age, he's coming around.
Well, maybe. I mean, you know, when you guys go away, I'm the feeder, I'm the cleaner, and I never see the cat. I have a feeling, though, that if I had to clean and feed you, if everybody else went away, I wouldn't see you either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see you either. You'd be someplace else. I don't know. It's just
What do I want for Father's Day?
Yeah, what do you want for Father's Day? World peace?
World peace. If I had one wish this Father's Day, for all the children of the world to gather together,
be good now,
sing in peace and harmony.
We are the world.
If I had 2 wishes this Father's Day, the first wish would be for all the children of the world to gather together and sing in a spirit of peace and harmony. And the second would be for $1 million to be deposited in my bank account every month.
Every month?
I don't know.
What would you do with $1 million a month?
I have no idea. Steve Martin. That's what if you
Well,
really want Steve Martin.
I figured that was true. It's
It's kind of funny. That's as far as I'm going to go with that one. Though.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
But what if you had that kind of money? I couldn't spend $1 million a month.
Yeah, you could. I guess it all depends on what you
mean
by
buy jewelry,
what
cars.
you mean by spend. So
Spend
on yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no, spending $1 million a month on yourself.
Oh, you couldn't do it. I mean, I'd buy an house. How many houses do you need?
I could spend if spending included giving away.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be easy.
Yeah. Would you give me some?
Sure. If I had $1 million a month.
Oh, would you do
Yes, 100% I would.
How much would you give me?
How's this? I will give you. If I got $1 million a month, I would definitely give you $1 million.
Oh. I love you too, Dawn.
Yeah.
I tell you how good you look today.
Thank you. I'm never going to get $1 million a month, let alone. I'm never going to get $1 million, let alone $1 million a month, though. So don't suck up to me. It's not gonna.
Well,
not gonna help.
I'm really not a count your egg before.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
No, I am.
You are not.
No, I am. I will claim it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm tighter than Abe Lincoln on a penny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
I'm bad about that. But
you're not alone.
I know.
And it's a cultural thing.
Well, you don't. You're not up and coming with the money.
Don't even have my wallet.
There you go. See, again, we have this conversation. Where is your wallet, Dawn?
It's in my bag. Yep. It's in my bag in my office.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I understand you don't want it in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's a man thing to have your wallet back there.
Takes up. No. My dad used to have this. Oh my
yeah.
God. Oh. It's a wonder he didn't have back issues.
It was that. Yeah. That a man's filing cabinet is the wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Man's filing cabinet is wallet.
I haven't put my wallet in my back pocket in years.
Oh, well, I just wrong if it's not there. If I would reach back there and not feel my wallet, it would just.
I don't reach back there. I think that's the thing.
Well, I do because when I stand up from anywhere, I
check.
Yeah.
I just front.
No, I do all four. Even though there's nothing in the other one, but yeah, I do all four.
Who knew?
Check my pockets.
Who knew?
Yeah. Now I was strange last night because I didn't empty my pockets. I just put the shorts on the chair and thought I got to go out tomorrow. So that's what I did. This is really we're getting down.
You had something to talk about, didn't you? I thought you said. I thought you said you had like something you wanted to share.
Well, let's see. Let's talk about the price of gas. No, that's wrong.
No.
Can't do that.
It's high.
It's high. Whew. Yeah. The market's coming back up a little bit today.
Good.
Yeah.
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 I got a small check in Canadian dollars that I'm waiting to deposit, and I made a mistake. So you know the price of the Canadian dollar versus the U.S. dollar. You're right. You wait to get the right good exchange rate, and it was moving up, and I'm like, okay, I'm making more money.
What happened?
And then it peaked, and it's cratered, relatively speaking.
Is it a good check? Why is it in Canadian dollars?
It's just a small little gift that I got.
For you personally, for your birthday?
Yeah.
From your mom?
Well, yeah. So just waiting to get the right price on that, but then it cratered. So I'm waiting. Now I'm playing this. I feel like I'm playing the stock market with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How much is it? $100 or something like that?
I mean, it's not going to change my life. But I should be. That makes it sound like I'm not grateful. I'm grateful.
Well, I'm always grateful for $5. Let alone.
Exactly. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's so paying attention to the dollar.
You gotta.
I used to, and when I was in college. So here's something interesting. If I've shared this before, you can stop me anytime. But so when I was in college, of course, grew up in Canada, came down to the U.S. to go to college. The particular college that I went to, Roberts Wesleyan College, Rochester, New York. Yes. Shout out to the Red Hawks. Weren't the Red Hawks when I was there?
Okay.
Whole different conversation.
Okay.
Anyway, so they had a good number of Canadian students.
Oh, did they?
Made a policy in a small school, so it's not like they
Yeah, they had to deal with it a lot. Yeah.
But they had a policy that they would accept Canadian dollar on par
with the dollar
with the U.S. dollar.
Wow.
As long as it was above 65 cents.
Okay. Wow.
So imagine you're taking a 35% hit.
Yeah.
If it was $1, you'd be taking. Now, of course, in my lifetime, only in the early 2000s, I think, did it ever
Go
get
lower than 65.
So it was always the Canadian dollar. So it's always been below, except for one little window there. Growing up, it was in the 80s.
Oh.
It dropped down to the 70s, and then when I want to say my senior year, it was right around 65. They always did. Now it's up to 78 cents, I think, somewhere in that ballpark.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a little savings that I got as a college student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
imagine you got an extra 20, 30 cents on your dollar every day.
That'd be nice. That's free money.
Free money.
Yeah, free money. I don't get much free money these days. Unless you use a coupon.
You got to sing for your supper.
Yeah, I was just going to say, unless you use a coupon. And I would only use a coupon at McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's. Mm-hmm. Burger King, I found out you can get 2 fish sandwiches for $5. Mm-hmm. I'm in.
How do you possibly do better than that?
You can't. That's my dinner. It's like a nice little drive before dinner, and then I pick up the 2 fish sandwiches, and their large Coke is Buffalo large.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, something different, you know?
Yeah.
I think we're all looking for something different right now. I think a lot of people are trying to plan a vacation. It'd be very rough to do right now. Very rough to plan a vacation. I know I was talking to my maintenance man that I use for the apartments, and his gas bill last month, gasoline bill, was over $1,500.
Like for his automobile?
That's for his truck. That's a lot of money for gasoline. My goodness gracious.
You got to be doing a lot of driving.
I really have put a lot of prayer for the average family of 3 or 4 with 2 car payments, or 2 car payments, a mortgage, groceries. I don't know how they're doing it with an average income. I don't know how they're doing it. I feel for them.
Yeah.
I hope that they're not all accumulating credit card debt.
Yeah, that would be bad. I know it was funny because I do the grocery shopping for us.
I know you do.
The most, not all of it, but most of it. And at first, people are talking inflation, and I'm like, no, I'm not. The price of the food that I'm buying is about the same. And over the last couple months, I'm seeing it. So we'll just eat less, lose some weight. It's a great, hey, I'm just
but still, we're just gonna. Coffee was $5.99 for a bag. It's $11.99 for the same bag.
If you need some coffee, let us know.
And creamer.
One of the I won't do the creamer, but I can get you. Get you coffee. So one of the little perks of being a Starbucks barista
is
pound of coffee as a mark out every week.
Well, but you drink coffee every day.
We don't drink that much. We'll always have some extra. You want some coffee?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll get you.
It's caffeinated and ground.
We can grind it. See, here's the trick. You buy the whole bean.
And that's fresher.
It's fresher.
Okay, do that for me.
Grind it yourself.
When you go home tonight and you're just,
you need a bag of coffee.
Bored, get a bag of coffee and grind it up for me. You did that once for me already, remember?
Yeah.
Because you did give me coffee. Or I got coffee from somebody and it wasn't ground.
I know Bridget watches these videos religiously, so she will her next mark out.
Practice.
What kind of coffee? You like a light roast, dark roast, medium roast? Medium roast. Okay.
Medium roast.
All right. Bridget will get you a medium roast. She will grind it fresh.
Sometimes you sit down in a restaurant and they bring you coffee and it's a nice, robust. You got it at a restaurant coffee. That's what I want.
All right. Done.
Yeah.
We'll get you that.
Yeah.
Don't say I never get anything for you. The fact that I got it for free with no work on my part.
Now, I have another problem is that we talked last week about the 4th of July booth in the driveway. Yeah. And, I usually have a tab. Somebody usually pays, puts $20 in the can and says, that's Kenton's tab. Mm-hmm. And I don't eat $20 worth, just so you know. I usually buy stuff for other people too. But I don't have anybody to put that $20 in this year.
Really? Were you informed of that?
No, I'm
just expecting.
Guessing,
I gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So I was just saying to you, bring an extra 20. That's going to happen, isn't it? Yeah. I know you're going to part with that $20. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I haven't had any invitation for dinner this week. I mean, I even tried to impose last night.
I don't think I'll be home for dinner tonight.
Why not? Where you going to be?
I got meetings.
What?
Yeah.
On a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess tomorrow night you don't. Because
Tomorrow night we'll be practicing for worship.
Well,
on Sunday,
I thought it would be really nice if I had dinner at your house and then we both came down. Yeah. I mean, not that I want to invite
That
anybody
would be nice, yeah.
or impose or anything, but it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice.
I mean, Bria can get my Coke for me. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah. So, just think on these things. Think on these things. Yeah, we've been thinking about a lot of things lately in this church, haven't we?
Yeah.
And you are preaching on what now?
I am preaching a series
On
that is going to lead up
UNM
to and
series.
include our vacation Bible school
I was
program.
going to wear my Bible school T-shirt from last year today.
Nice.
It's yellow.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It came back in the laundry this time.
Space theme. So this year's called Treasured.
Treasures, that's right.
So we've been.
But I don't understand what you put. You put on the email, your heart is where your treasures are.
Oh yeah, that's the text.
But I know it. But I think that it's saying to you that's not where your heart should be. Is where your treasures are. Your treasures. No, it's wrong. It's backwards. You have it backwards. Your treasures are where your.
They're not my words.
Well, no.
Jesus' words.
I know
Jesus
that.
had it backwards.
But I think you picked the wrong part of
Jesus said, "Where
scripture.
your treasure is, there your heart will be also."
Luke
chapter 12. The passage will be 32 to 34.
Come on.
Look at that. Yeah. Luke 12, Matthew,
Give me a
Mark,
chance. Mark.
Luke, John, too far.
Luke what? 12.
Luke 12, 32 to 34.
I felt really bad.
Yeah, nobody's gonna. I'm gonna be done my sermon now. Then nobody's gonna.
32 to 34.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the poor. Provide purses for yourself that will not wear out, a treasure in heaven that will never fail, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. Number 34. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Be dressed ready for service and keep your lamps burning. I just thought I'd go on. All right.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Well, yeah, where your treasures are, there your heart will be also, because we've given our treasures to heaven first.
So, I mean, I can preach my sermon now,
Go.
well,
Give us a little cliff note.
Think about this, right? If you put your money in the stock market, right?
Yeah.
Does that make you more or less likely to pay attention to the stock market?
Makes you more likely to pay attention. Right.
If you buy
I get
proper, you get it?
So if you give everything to the churches, aren't you more likely to pay attention?
Yeah,
to the
but
church?
so Jesus isn't. I mean, don't forget, the church as we understand today doesn't exist.
The church, yeah.
Jesus says, give it to the people who need it. Sell your possessions, give it to people who need it. And interestingly enough, if your treasure's where your heart is, well, if you give your treasure to someone else, you're going to find that your heart is with them as well.
Well,
amazing idea. So if I give you that can of Coke, if I give you that pound of coffee, the act of my giving to you places my treasure, something that I value, in you, and all of a sudden, I value and treasure you.
okay, but don't touch me anymore. Okay?
Well, you know, that's not what...
I'm only kidding. You can touch me whenever you want.
Wasn't gonna.
I didn't say
wasn't gonna go there.
Oh my
goodness.
We're a little too old.
Oh,
Nonsense.
mercy.
I mean,
I'm just covering it all up. So,
yeah.
So there. So I may use that verse, as an invitation for our offering Sunday. May not, because we're going to hear it, during the sermon. But I think it's not for me. It's not like Jesus saying, "Hey, give all your money to the church." The church is an institution. The church as a community. I think what Jesus is illuminating our eyes to help us understand that we place value in our treasure, our money, our possessions, and that we need to be aware that what we do with the things that we have value in excuse me, that's where our heart ends up being. And so we need to pay attention to that, make those choices.
Well, at the men's breakfast on Sunday.
Saturday.
Saturday, sorry. We went around and asked people what was special about the church to them. And one person answered that they had invested in the church. And that's why they were still here, that they had, in their lives, had invested in the church. And I found invested a strange word to use, and a good word, but a strange word to use. I hadn't thought about investing. And time was what he meant.
Well, it's a great metaphor actually, because that is what you're doing.
Yeah.
When you have a friendship, a relationship that you spend time with somebody, you are investing in it. Yeah, and you're investing in them.
You.
Right. Yeah. And so when you invest in something, you're looking for it to gain value.
Yeah.
Right. And
as you check on your investment or you improve your investment, it only increases your commitment to it. And so, that's, at this time when I see people still choosing to stay home or choosing to go to another church because they didn't like what their church did over COVID or whatever reason, I think we need to remember that many people do have time invested here and do have a ongoing commitment to make sure that this church in particular runs smoothly and is a light into the community for God's word and for help.
It's funny. I was thinking about the church overall, ours, but overall. People talking about, less people are attending, certainly in person, physically, the church. But we've got hundreds of people.
I know.
Who watch these, who engage with these, who are finding comfort and
I hope so.
encouragement, both with this and our worship services and the other things that we do.
Yeah.
Anyway, but less people in the pews, less people to do some of the work. But you know what? Much like a market, much like when it's down and you buy into a stock when it's low, the value that you get is more. That's why people who are wealthy, when the stock market goes down, when the price of property goes down, they don't sell, they buy.
Right.
Because because they know it's going to increase.
Yeah.
You know what? If you invest in a church when there are less people around, what's amazing is you get more
bang for your buck, because you get to see the place grow again. You see the Holy Spirit come alive again,
and you get to have more. You get to have more say in things.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. When you join a massive church,
you're a number.
You're a number. Just like if you're just like, for example,
go to a big college.
If you go to a big college, you go to a big city, right? You're just one. But if you go somewhere smaller, and you've got gifts and talents, as we all do, you've got a passion, you've got a willingness to use them, to give. All of a sudden, you can see your impact be greater. And what joy it is to know that when you invest, you see a great impact. Yeah. So in our church, in this case, you know what? When you see something, you're like, wow, we don't have 1,000 people gathering for worship.
Yet.
Yet. Hey, praise God, that'd be awesome. You say, hey, here's an opportunity for you, for the impact that you have when you get involved, when you do, is greater than saying, well, yeah, I'm going to, do something little.
When I first started to work here, I guess it was my youthful naivete. But even though you could count the number of people sometimes who were here for 11 o'clock worship or 8:30 worship back in the 70s, we were just lightly attended. And it never really, it was still church for me. I was still doing what I do. And it never really occurred to me that attendance was down or any different than it ever was. But when it picked up, when attendance picked up, when the church came alive, for whatever reason that it did, in the late 70s and 80s, it was a wonderful thing to watch. It was a wonderful thing to be a part of, to ride that wave, and it's really hit me that how cyclical church conduct behavior really is, and I really think this church in itself is on its way back up.
I agree,
and it had nothing to do with money. We were on our way back up.
Yeah, we
were on our way back up before. Yeah,
I had this conversation with somebody yesterday, so I think. Money is just a thing.
Yeah.
It's
the presence of the Holy Spirit.
I think the money that this gift is tremendous as a gift, but the work that was being done already by the leaders of the church, by session, deacons, staff, the things that were the preparation both of heart and of our facilities and our ministries.
Yeah.
The money, can fuel that. But you know what? If money comes to the wrong person at the wrong time, it's not helpful, right?
Right.
Think of it. If you're in the throes of addiction,
you don't need more money.
Well, right. But I mean, like, money comes in, it just goes to fuel something that's unhealthy.
Right.
If you are a person who's generous, if you're a person who is seeking to bless other people, and you get given money, all of a sudden, instead of that money coming in to fuel something that's unhealthy, that money comes in to fuel something that's going to be a blessing, and it's like it's multiplied.
Yeah, right. But like I say, we had everything in place, and all the activity, and the people committed to continuing that work, right down to baking a cake for a funeral lunch.
Yeah.
And because all those different services, all those ways to serve, are important. And sometimes I think we forget that person that baked the cake, that person that's downstairs washing dishes or setting the tables, all those things. I think they think that they get overlooked, and in my heart, they never do. They never do. That's a wonderful ministry.
We had the Active Christian Seniors that got back on Monday.
I wish I'd have known that.
Luncheon. Yeah, you wish you'd been paying attention during the announcements for last month. But anyway, read the bulletin. Anyway.
Can I say, I just read the important parts. Well, not that I'd have went as a senior.
Certainly not the active part. But
I would have went, they always like when I visit.
They do. So, but we had that going on. And then Saturday we'll have a funeral again.
We haven't talked about that.
We need to talk about that.
It just, sign me up, Dawn. It's okay.
May All Wish. We'll celebrate her life. It'll be a memorial service.
Okay.
Because it's been
it'll be wonderful
a few weeks
to do
now. But
what a vibrant family in the past the All Wish family has been.
Yes.
God love them.
When we have those Active Christian Senior Luncheon, funeral luncheon, I always make it a point to go in and thank thank those who are in the kitchen. And I honestly, just like anytime you thank somebody, I don't know whether is it just become old hat for them that I come in, but it is genuine. If it wasn't for those tremendous servants in there doing the non-glamorous,
the very non-glamorous
set
stuff.
tables, wash dishes. I mean,
and in steam coming up in your face and all that. Yeah, no thank you.
If it wasn't for that,
because it's us that are out front. We get recognized for all those things, and it's wonderful to get recognized for what we do. But it's also wonderful to recognize those people that make it possible for us to do what we do.
Honest to goodness, their ministry is more important.
Absolutely.
Because if it wasn't for that,
absolutely. Because we're one. You are one, and I am one, and they are many. A unified, a legion. They are. I love them. I'd love them for doing that.
But speaking of which, by the way, I did not know May and her sister tremendous. I knew them. Mm-hmm. I didn't know them, a lot. But I had a great visit with Phil.
Oh, okay.
Funny story. He's the youngest.
Okay, yeah.
Of his father, Phil.
Right.
So his grandfather determined that he would be called Peter.
Okay.
Because it wasn't right that the oldest was supposed to get the father's name.
Yeah, and his name is.
So he got David.
David Alwish. Okay.
So his grandfather says he will be called Peter.
Well,
and yet you say yes, sir. You say yes, sir.
It's amazing that they're in this church, that they have roots in this church, giving their Syrian.
Well, they're Syrian Christian.
Right.
As things are Syrian Christian. That strand of the church goes back to the beginning.
Yes, it does.
He gave me a great story about that. Anyway, we had a great conversation. And what a tremendous pair of sisters Ruth and May were. I mean, I wish I had known them when they were younger. And I mean, just a tremendous testament to faithfulness and to generosity.
The half century from 1950 to 2000, there were stalwarts in this church that held it up more important in their lives than most anything else in their life. And even though we may have disagreed with how they did things, they still did them, and they did it until their dying day. Yeah. And that was what was wonderful about their commitment to it. They were committed. Sure, that we're younger. Believe me, I was younger at one time. Would have looked at them and said, But, now being a little older and looking back, they deserve all the credit in the world. I had a chance to hear another gentleman give his testimony about what he's done in his life, working for the Lord. And I was simply amazed at some of the things he's done throughout about my age, throughout his entire life. Some of the places he's gone and the things he's built and the people he's worked with. It seemed like what I do here, it made it look small. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It made what I do small in my eyes. Anyhow.
In your eyes.
In my eyes, yeah. And I know that's just my eyes.
Well, going back again to Ruth and May. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming at some point they traveled some. I don't know. But for the most part, their life was in Canonsburg.
Absolutely.
Born and raised.
Absolutely.
But yet the impact that they had on so many people, partly because of their consistency.
Mm-hmm. And generosity.
Generosity, but consistency. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that we give short shrift to nowadays.
I think so too.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. You want to play?
No, I'm just thinking, consistency in the piano. Never mind. I ain't going to say anything, but I'm just saying.
Okay. All right.
Been pretty consistent there for 48 years.
Well, that was kind of...
You were working around to that?
I was going to get there, but fine, if you want to, you get less credit when you lift up your hand first.
Well, it's okay. I'll give myself credit.
No.
Anybody that knows me knows that. Speaking of credit, you didn't hear me, and I don't want to play it on the piano. I'll play it on the organ. I came up with, this is Indiana Jones for the week of Bible school that's coming. Oh, you're going to be your face. You're not going to have a mask on. Okay, so we already got you the hat. We need a whip. A nice whip for him to be with Indiana Jones with. Just a whip, a brown whip. We're looking for one, can't find one, but he needs that to be in character. You have the rest of the outfit, don't you? He has a shirt and a vest and
figure it out.
Yeah, you got to figure it out. Yeah, because Indiana Jones is on every week. But I figured out the music last week because I only need, the introduction.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually easier than I thought it would be.
All right.
It's built on the same chord. It's just variations of that, which we're learning to understand, you and I, as we play more and more praise songs together. It's funny, I used to start church with saying, "Good morning, everybody. Join me in this song." Well, now we have two guitars joining me too, so it requires some prep work.
Yeah,
and
practice.
someone always wants to change the key of things. So all of a sudden, I got no music. Or I got a list of chords in front of me. But then I'm supposed to know a melody. Help me here. Help me. Okay? Because it's awfully difficult sometimes. So we are actually, we just practiced for tomorrow, and we're going to practice again tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Practice
we just
for Sunday.
Practiced for Sunday, and we're going to practice tomorrow again for Sunday.
Yeah.
Just so we
If you weren't so gifted,
Oh, Dawn, don't even try it. You're the one. No, Dawn. You. No, it's you.
No.
You have a gift.
No. Well, yes, I do. I have a gift.
You have a gift,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, but
I
different gift than you.
Huh?
Different gift than you.
Yeah, a different gift, but in a lot of ways we're very similar. It's just that we don't speak about that.
Yes, you're good at shoveling it.
And you are good.
Thank you.
At hiding it.
Hiding? I don't hide.
Oh.
No.
Boy,
What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about the little whispers in the ear and all that I never hear? The man always, he whispers in my ear. I never hear. I mean, I know he's whispering. I have no idea what he's saying.
You missed a note.
Because he's got his
Slow
phone
down.
like this.
Slow down. Speed up.
Like this right into my. I get nothing. I get nothing. Plus, then I got his breath blowing on my face.
Well, the best thing is on Wednesdays you get a chance to play without me, right?
Yeah, and I sometimes wish, like I say, that you would sing with me.
I don't think anybody wants to hear my voice. I still say, man, I think like 4 years ago, VBS, something happened to my voice and it hasn't ever kind of come back fully.
Who were you 4 years ago?
I was. There was a screech.
Oh.
There was a scream that involved me, I think, jumping off of the stage and running.
And of course you did it. You gave it your all.
I gave it my all, and I think my all left the building at the time.
Well,
so that's
Hollywood. You need a stunt double for those things. Yeah, a stunt double.
Well, the coming off the stage wasn't the problem. It was the vocal cord tearing.
So last year you were that bass guy. The year before that you were.
Yeah, what was it?
Did
2 years
Superman?
ago? Yeah, that's right. We did the space theme. Year before that was the
Superman.
Was the superhero theme.
Who was before that? Wait.
So I gotta admit, I think that was our Safari.
You're right. I wasn't here for that. Megan was. I didn't play.
You didn't play. No, I think you started playing 2 years ago. Brand new thing. So yeah.
It was a brand new thing because I thought a little sound effects might be nice.
It'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do you want to play now? I mean, I realize we're kind of running late on time.
Are we?
For the half a person that's still on listening to us ramble.
You.
We got some good stuff today.
Well, we did. Absolutely, we did. I mean, there's good stuff.
You want to add some music to it?
Well, I suppose if you want to just We
don't have to.
Well,
okay, all right. So, no.
Why don't you play the guitar a little?
No, that's it, yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's not...
No?
I'm the decorative throw pillow. That's yeah.
Well, I have Al coming. Al Barker and I are going to do.
I am super excited. Next Sunday, not this coming Sunday. The next Sunday.
I don't know. I'm going to talk to him about that again today if he shows because I don't know if I want to do that in June or save it for July when we have a whole big crowd in here at one time.
Good question.
Yeah. So I want to.
We'll have a baptism next Sunday too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then anything special that first Sunday in July?
Communion.
That'll be July 3rd.
Communion.
Okay, good. That's a good way to start.
Yeah.
And then it'll be 4th of July weekend.
That will be 4th of July weekend because the 4th is on Monday, and then it'll be VBS.
But not until the week after.
That's what I'm saying. So 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
The following weekend we'll kick off VBS.
Yeah.
So we'll have 2 Sundays that'll
so
it'll be decorated for VBS.
They'll have the background up for VBS for that first Sunday that we're all together.
No, the second Sunday that we're all together.
I'm sorry, the second Sunday that we're all together.
Yeah.
They may have it up for the first. He was Johnny on the spot last year.
Well, communion, so I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind.
And happy anniversary to Dick and Jane Holtman. That's our leaders of our VBS, and they are away in Hawaii.
They're just waking up.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Did you see the pictures they posted?
No.
They're in a beautiful place right on the beach, and everybody's there. So, happy anniversary to Dick and Jane.
Happy anniversary.
50 years. And so committed to that program. I mean, they work all year long for this week that's coming up. And that's the other thing I want to mention too, is that in the volunteers for that week, there are some volunteers who are gainfully employed otherwise, and they take their actual vacation week to come here and work at Vacation Bible School. That's a wonderful thing.
It is
a wonderful thing that they see that. Well, it's a joyful time. If you can't not feel the joy, you come in here at either 9 o'clock in the morning or noon, where they gather to sing. The energy is just palpable.
We got over 100 kids already registered.
Great.
So, if you've got a kid, if you're a kid watching this, great. If you got a kid, grandkid, who you want to be registered, make sure you go online, register them before we run out of space, because as much as we want to get as many kids in here, we have limited, we cannot expand the building between now and July 11th.
You know, speaking of that, I ran into a church member who was here up visiting. They have moved away, a younger girl, and she said to me that you think that somebody doesn't watch our videos. She lives in Florida. She watches our videos faithfully because sometimes she gets homesick.
Aww.
And this is a way for her to see me and to see you and to know that she's still connected. So they do work.
I believe it. When she watches, she just gets sick instead of homesick after she watches the video.
Well, you know, she probably gets sick because she knows you're there.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Because, you know,
she has to look at me and then
well, you know, they probably say right to the phone or to the computer, Kenton, why do you have him there with you? Well, why? And here's why, ladies and gentlemen, because I just feel bad for him. You know, I don't think all the time he feels the love. And I try to push that out of me and let him come to it in a lightning bolt that people care about him. Not me necessarily, but, you know, the people care about him. Because, like I said, he is, I mean, the sermons, they're not nail biters, but they're good sermons. They're full of information. And maybe I could use a little more plot, but, you know, it's not fiction we're talking here. It's nonfiction. So, you know, it's okay. You're doing all right, Donnie. You're doing all right. Yep. And he let me pick the hymns this week. I picked him.
Yeah. So I'm not taking any bullets. You don't like the music. Talk to Kenton.
There you go. That's fine.
Usually I take the bullets for you.
Well, I don't need you. Listen, buddy, I got to tell you something. You don't got to take no bullets from me because this is Iron Man. You know that. You may have seen me cry, but I'm also Iron Man. Okay, Iron Man. You know that. I am the enforcer, the collector. I am Iron Man. Remember that.
Does Iron Man play the piano?
Of course he does. Who has your back all the time? Iron Man does.
You want to play before we run out of time?
Who loves your kids? Iron Man does. Who pities your wife? Iron Man does. Okay?
Thank you.
Exactly. And who's going to watch over no matter what until he dies? That would be Iron Man. Okay? Just remember, Iron Man. Wait. Don't go.
What?
Got church? Church needs you. You need the church. Got church. Come on, get church. And come here to get it. All right, here's some music.
All right.
Get that church. Just get that church real good, Dawn. Oh, my. I got no clue today.
you.